Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing my April wrap-up. So here are the books I read in April. I read 10 books, so actually 5 were audio and then 5 were paperback or book books. So I'll start with the audio ones first. The first one I heard was The Season by Jonah and Lisa Dyer and Stephen Dyer. This is kind of a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, and I thought I would like it, but I didn't really like it. I think I clicked on it to get it from the library app to listen to it because I was like, ooh, Pride and Prejudice. But the characters were just not like the likable characters from Jane Austen. Like, you can see the similarities in storyline, but yeah. Anyway, it's the story of a girl named Megan, and she lives in the South, and her mom wants her to be a debutante. So having a coming out party and all that. But she doesn't really want to. She's more interested in soccer. But of course, there's this rich good boy who gets on her nerves, and then things happen and they like each other. So it was entertaining, but just not what I was expecting, and not, if you're a Jane Austen fan, you might not like it. The next one I listened to was 99 Days by Katie Cadugno. This is, I kept hearing just on BookTube that Katie Cadugno writes contemporary romance stories, so I was like, oh, let me try one of her stories. So I tried this 99 Days one. I did not like it. It was entertaining, but the main character of Molly just got so annoying. So the story of 99 Days is this girl, Molly. She lives in this small town, and she was dating this one boy named Patrick. But it almost seemed like a scene out of the TV show Friends, and they were on a break, and she cheats on him with the brother, and then the whole town knows, so she has to leave town in shame. But she comes back to town for 99 days during the next summer, and it's like, what happens then? Yeah, it made me not want to read any more of Katie Cadugno's books. Just the main character was not likable, and she kept doing bad decisions throughout the whole book, not learning from her mistakes, and she kept saying throughout the whole book, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. And it's like, yeah, it's just very annoying. So, I don't recommend that one. The next one, and then I was in a contemporary romance phase, so I wanted to read another one. And I read Once and For All by Sarah Dessen, because I kept hearing that Sarah Dessen was also a good contemporary author. And I really liked Once and For All. It was such a cute story. It's the story of a girl named Lorna, and she works with her mom at a bridal business. They put on weddings. And she's kind of getting over the death of her first boyfriend, because he died in a shooting. And it's just her kind of getting over it and her falling in love again. And it was very sweet. I liked it. The characters were just very likable, and of course hearing about the wedding planning was fun too. So I liked that. The next one is The Truth About Forever, again by Sarah Dessen. I wanted to do another Sarah Dessen book because I liked The Truth, Once and For All. And this one is about a girl named Molly, and she's getting over the death of her dad. And it's just kind of how her and her mom and her sister kind of cope with that, and her learning to like trust people and let people in again. So it was very cute. It was very heartfelt and sad at points, but it was very good. So I definitely recommend Sarah Dessen more than Katie Kadukno. So those were the first 4 books that I listened to on audio. One that I kind of listened to on audio and then half read was the next book in The Wicked Will Rise by Danielle Page, the next book in the Dorothy Must Die series. I like retellings, so I had to read this one. This is a story about a girl named Amy Gum. She's from Kansas, and she gets pulled in to go back to Oz because Oz has gone to pots and she needs to kill Dorothy. So it's the second phase in her adventures. It got off a little slow, but after like the first third of it, then it got faster and it was pretty entertaining. So if anyone likes like retellings, this is a fun series to read. The next book is Sally Green's The Smoke Thieves. I won't go too much into this because I did a review on it. I will link that down below. This is a story. It's a fantasy book. If you like Game of Thrones or Leia Bardugo's books, you will like this one. It follows the perspective of 5 people and how their whole lives are kind of gearing towards this point, and how smoke kind of connects them all. So anyway, you can hear my review on that. This is an ARC, and it comes out on May 1st. So there's that one. The next one I read, excuse me, is one that is 5 stars. My Plain Jane. I love this book. It's probably one of my favorite books now. This is the second book in kind of like a retelling series by Cynthia Han, Bodhi Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. And it's a retelling of Jane Eyre. And it's just hilarious and funny, and I couldn't put it down. This comes out in June, so keep your eyes out for it. If you like retellings, if you like funny books, you will like this book. These 3 authors together, they just write so well together. So there's that. Another book I read was I Was Anastasia by Ariel Lawhorn. This is kind of the story of Anna Anderson, who told people that she was Anastasia. And it kind of is the story of Anastasia and Anna Anderson. One of the perspectives is told going forwards, and one of the perspectives is going backwards. The author said she liked the movie Memento, and so that's why she wanted to write a story kind of like that. It was really good. I really like it. The whole premise of the book is that you kind of want Anna Anderson to be Anastasia, and you kind of feel for her throughout the book. But then you remember that, she was actually a person who lived, and these are things that actually happened. She did a lot of research for this book, and you can kind of tell, just like through conversations and stuff. I was like, wait a minute, I remember this in some of the other historical books that I read. So you can tell that it was pretty historically well researched. So there's that one. Another book I read was Starry Eyes by Jane Bennett. Jane Bennett had written Alex Approximately last year, and I really liked it. Here's kind of another summer bookish book that she wrote called Starry Eyes. It is about a girl named Zori, and she gets lost in the woods with someone she doesn't really like, Lennon, and Lennon and Zori used to be best friends, but now they're not. and as they're lost from camping, they kind of have to hash out the relationship and the feelings that were there. It's a little bit more steamier than Alex Approximately, so just be warned. But it was a really good book. I think I finished it like in 2 days because it was very fast paced. So there's that one. And the last one, I'm almost done with it. It will be done by the time this video goes up, was Tear Your Heart Apart by Sarah Cross. This is the second book in kind of her fairy tale retellings. This is a Snow White retelling. It's about a girl named Viv, and this town where they live are full of fairy tale characters, so kind of like if you like the TV show Once Upon a Time. And it's kind of a mashup of two fairy tales, Snow White and the 12 Dancing Princesses. And I really like how Sarah Cross, she just like totally blends those two fairy tales together pretty well. It's pretty dark. There's like blood and gore and language and stuff, but it's still pretty entertaining, and I liked it so far. So anyway, those are the books that I read in April. What are some of your favorite books that you read in April? Let me know in the comments below. And hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.